Hey guys, my name is Gabby, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be doing my October TBR. It's finally here, you guys. It's October 1st. It's my favorite time of the year. I love October so freaking much. I just love the fall season in general, but October specifically is just like the best. And I'm so excited because I believe I'm going to be participating in 2 readathons this month, and I just really want to like get through my thriller and horror stacks and read all of the fall reads. I say I believe I'm participating in 2 readathons because like it could still be up in the air depending on how this month goes, but I'm planning on participating in Spookathon this month and Nightmareathon. Spookathon is hosted by my favorite booktuber, Books and Lala, and then Nightmareathon is hosted by Jacqueline, which is like my booktuber BFF. So I'll be putting links in the description for both of those announcement videos if you want to see those, but I'll probably be making separate TBR videos maybe for those, depending on, I don't really know yet what I'm going to be reading for those, but I do have an idea of what I'm going to be reading for the entire month, so that's what this video is going to be about. In every month of 2019, I made it a goal for myself to reread a book by picking it out of my reread jar and to read a book of the month selection that I chose for that month. But actually for this book of the month selections this month, I actually only ended up picking 2 out of the 5 when they give me up to 3 that I can pick, but I only ended up picking 2 because to be honest, none of them sounded like something I really wanted to read this month. The 2 that I picked, like I could see myself reading in the future, so I still picked them, but like I don't think I'm gonna be reading any of my book of the month selections this month just because they didn't have any thriller options really. So I was kind of disappointed with the book of the month selections this month. And then as far as my reread goes, let's pick. Hopefully it's something good. Like honestly, if it's not thriller or horror, I might not get to it. Or maybe I'll get to it because I'll need a break from all the thrillers and horrors. So let's see what we got. Ooh, The Butterfly Project. Oh my gosh, The Butterfly Project by Emma Scott is one of my favorite books of all time. This is a contemporary romance. It's like a new adult romance that takes place in New York City. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I think I will have to read this month because I'm going to New York in November. I need to read about being in New York before I go back to New York, you know? So maybe this will be the perfect read actually. But if you didn't know, this book follows this girl named Zelda who writes graphic novels that are like inspired by her real life because her sister was abducted and killed by this child predator. So she writes graphic novels that are about this like superhero who stops child predators. And then it's about her romance with this guy Beckett who is recently out of prison. Oh my god, dude, this book gets me right in the feels, and it's been so long since I've read it, so I really want to read it again. Let's jump into the rest of the TBR. So the first thing that I'm for sure going to be reading this month is Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. Thank you so much to Grand Central Publishing for sending me a copy of this when I reached out to them and asked if there was any way that I could get a copy. That is so kind of them to send this to me, and I really appreciate it. And this is actually going to be me and Jacqueline's buddy read for the month of October. We're going to be trying to read like 200 pages a week because this book is like 700 something pages. Really excited to read this one, and then we're probably going to be doing a live show either on YouTube or on my Instagram at the end of the month. I'm so excited about this! And if you didn't know, Stephen Chbosky is the author of The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is one of my favorite books of all time, and that was his first book that he came out with in the 90s, and this is his second book ever, coming out 20 years later, and this one is like a thriller horror novel about this little boy with an imaginary friend. I don't really know too much about it, to be honest. I don't really want to know a lot going in. I'm just gonna jump right in, and I'm so excited to read this, like so excited. This one is one of my most anticipated books of the year, so woo! The next thing that I know that I for sure want to be reading this month is The Dead Girls Club by Damian Angelica Walters, and this one is actually an ARC. This one goes on sale December 10th. It just sounds like the perfect October like spooky read because it's like about these like girls playing with a Ouija board and shit, and like it's been 30 years and they're trying to figure out what happened on the night that this girl got killed. And Paul Tremblay quoted it on the top and said it's a twisty feminist coming of age horror hybrid that feeds off of our obsessions and anxieties. And so, like, I freaking need it. Like, I don't need to know anymore. I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait to read this one. I'm also planning on reading some of the books that Fire Reads Midnight sent me. They sent me 9 new young adult thrillers, and I don't want to, like, spoil, because, like, I did film a try a chapter with all of these books, but I haven't had the chance to, like, upload it and edit it and all that yet, so I don't want to, like, spoil you for which books sounded the most interesting to me, but I'm definitely planning on probably reading 2 of these books this month. So that video is probably going to be the next one that goes up, so you'll probably see which two I'm most interested in. Another book that I definitely want to be reading this month is The Chain, because this is a thriller that I've just been hearing so much hype about. Everybody's just saying it's so intense and so amazing, and it's like an edge of your seat thriller. And it's about all these child abductions, I guess. So like the main character, their child gets abducted, and then the person who abducted their child says that you need to abduct another child in order to get your child back. And it's like this chain of like all of these parents who are getting their children taken from them, and then they have to go and kidnap another child to get their kid back, you know? And it sounds crazy. It sounds so crazy. And so I'm really hoping to get to this one this month because it sounds like the perfect thriller. Another thriller that I've been putting off for a really long time that I'm hoping to get to this month is Her Pretty Face by Robin Harding. I read The Arrangement by Robin Harding last month and I thought it was okay, but this book is one of her first books and it's like super popular, and I don't know why I haven't read it yet. Books and Lala's like, if you like this book, you would also like this book. She said if you like this book, you would like Big Little Lies, and so I'm immediately hooked and I need to read this because of that comparison alone. And I don't really know too much about this one either, but really hoping to get to this thriller this month. Another book that's kind of like a classic that I've never read that I'm hoping to get to this month is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I actually just ordered this book off of Amazon last night because they had it for really cheap and they had the cute modern new cover. I just like really want to read this book because I know that a lot of thrillers got inspired by this book, and I've never read anything Agatha Christie, and I feel like this would be the perfect time of year to give one of her books a read. And I know there's been like a million adaptations of this book, and I've seen some of the adaptations, but I've never actually read the book, so need to get to this month. Really excited about that. I also would like to read Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell because this one is a graphic novel that I've just heard is like the perfect read for this time of year, for like fall, because it's about these two teenagers who work at a pumpkin patch, and it's like a romance. It's like their final senior year of working at this pumpkin patch that they've like grown up at, and it just sounds super cute, so I'm probably going to be ordering this one off of Amazon very soon as well. Another thriller that I might get to this month is this one called Sleep by C.L. Taylor. I heard about this one over on Jacqueline's channel actually, and it just sounded really interesting to me. I can't remember what this book is about, but I just saw that it was a thriller. It sounded interesting. I believe she might be reading it this month as well, so maybe I'll like see if she likes it, and then if she ends up liking it, then I'll give it a go. It sounds like good, like it sounds like something I might like. Alright, and those are all the official books on my TBR, but I wanted to show you some other thrillers that I have in my possession that I might be getting to this month. So I might be getting to The Need by Helen Phillips because I actually just got the audiobook of this checked out from my library this morning. So hopefully I'll be getting to this one this month, and this one is about this mother and her two daughters who are in their house, and then this guy like breaks into their house, but this is a speculative thriller. It just sounds insane, and like I need to read this. Another one I would like to get to this month is Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand because I bought this book the day that it came out last year in October, and I still haven't read it, and I like need to read this. I think the main reason why I'm still so hesitant to read this is because it's like partially fantasy a little bit. It's like magical realism. Really want to read this one, so hopefully that'll happen this month. Then two other thrillers that I have that I would really like to get to this month is A Nearly Normal Family and I Let You Go, because I had plans earlier this year to read both of these books and then I just never got around to them. So hopefully this month I'll be inspired to like pick up every single thriller that I own. I think I'm also going to be on the hunt this month though for like any interesting horror novels or any interesting like spooky, creepy novels. Like I'm on the hunt like looking for all of them. So if you have any like really good horror book recommendations or thriller book recommendations, like leave them down below because like I am just wanting to like get through them all this month, and like I'm hoping to read a lot this month. Like that is the goal. And once again, I don't know if any of these books are going to overlap onto my TBRs for like Spookathon or Nightmareathon, and if they do, then I might not make a separate TBR video for those. I mean, I don't know, I probably still will. These are just all the books that I'm planning on reading in general this month, so let me know your thoughts on any of these books. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you're planning on reading in October. Do you have like a spooky list of reads, or are you just like reading what you would normally read? I personally, like, God, I feel like I wait all year for October. Like, I just love it so much. Like, I just get to wear cozy sweaters and the air starts to get all chilly outside. Like, even if it's sunny, it's still like brisk. The leaves start falling and it's beautiful, and there's pumpkin spice lattes to drink and coffee. And I feel like it's just the perfect reading weather. Like, honestly, like the cloudier days and the rainy weather, like it just makes you want to curl up next to a fire and read. Like honestly, it's the best. That is all for my TBR this month. Let me know what you guys are planning on reading this month and if you have any awesome like horror book recommendations for me or thriller recommendations that I haven't read. And yeah, thanks so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys soon with a new video.